Alright folks, and welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're going to have a look at the brand new packs, packs from the guys at Ugritone. We're looking at the Finnfantry pack. Let's check these out. So yeah, before we start this video, quick disclaimer: these packs have been sent out to me for the purpose of review on this video, and it's not going to affect my opinion at the end. Ron knows that, yeah, I give my honest opinion about everything he does, and yeah, I don't want to say I've given criticism. I've given constructive criticism, if you will, but yeah. Just a quick disclaimer there, these have been sent out to me. Ron and Tony, the guys at Ugritone, have released 3 packs this time. The Finnfantry pack. I'm probably butchering that or upsetting somebody, but hey ho. Yeah, I say they've released 3 packs, and it's called the Finnfantry, and there's a whole host of presets for Cult Drums 2. And there's 2 lots for true cabs. So we've got 5 sets for true cabs for guitar, and there's also 3 sets of presets for bass this time around. They've released some bass IRs. Right, so in this video what we'll do is just have an overview of all the presets in the raw form, rather than what I usually do when I'm doing a deep dive down. Is what they sound like raw, is what they sound like mix, and then in the mix. I'll do the bit in the mix, but we'll have a look at see what they sound like in their raw form, and then I'll put everything in the mix. And what I'll probably do is sort of each one of the drums, rather than sort of say is the default kit with each IR from each one, and then do it. That'll take forever. It'll just be one kit preset, one bass preset, and one guitar preset, one guitar IR preset, and then the next one on each list. So to start off with, we'll have a look at the presets in Cult Drums 2 first of all. Right, so you've got these 5 presets. You've got Choreo Pori, I probably butchered that. The default Finn kit, the Finnpunk 97, Lapland Grind, and Speed Metal or Sped Metal. Like I say, we'll go through each one of these and see what they sound like in their raw forms. Start off on the default kit. So as you can see, I've got all the processing switched off. I have left the sends on to the reverbs, but if you go over to the effects, I've switched all the reverbs off on there, switched all the processing off on the bus channels as well. So we say this is the default kit. You can hear it's got that sort of finished tone to it. And right, so we'll move on to the next one, the Choreo Pori. I'm butchering that name, I know I am. And this one is Finnpunk 97. And this next one is Lapland Grind. last one on these kits is the sped metal or speed metal. Right, so there's all the kits in Cult Drum 2. As you can hear, they all sound pretty similar. They've all got that sort of, if you will, that sort of Nordic, sort of more modern, raw sound to them. And yeah, I think it sounds pretty cool. So we'll move on to the bass next. Right, so for bass, I'm using the Duality Bass Studio from Audio Assault. It's just a preset that I've made up myself. As you see, I've switched the cab section off. Here we go. And if you look there, these are labelled up Fin Axe and Fin Baz, obviously. So we're going to have a look at the Fin Baz, obviously, because we're on the bass. And you've got 3 different presets. Well, in fact, you've actually got 6, but I'll tell you that in a minute. You've got Armageddon Bass, Everfrost, and War Bass. So, you've got all these different mics that you can use individually if you want. So, this is the reason why you've got, even though it's 3 different sections, if you will, you've actually got sort of 6 presets. You've got 1 for a bass amp. So if you like me having to use bass amp sims, or if you're using a real bass that's DIing into the console and you want to use some bass IRs, you can use that. Or if you just plugging your bass directly into your audio interface, console, etc., without a bass amp, there's one there for DIs. But for this one, we're just going to use the amp. And this first one is the bass Armageddon. And same with the drums. I've switched all the processing off, so this is just the raw bass sound that you're hearing. And this next one we're going to have a look at is Everfrost. In this demonstration, I'm not touching anything on the high and the low pass filters. I'll do that when I do a bit more of a deep dive down into these. So like I say, this is the Everfrost. And same again, you've got an amp and a DI preset in there. And then this last one is the War Bass. They've got that sort of, if you will, that mid-range sort of hunkiness to them that you sort of associate with that sort of Nordic sound. Yeah, I think it sounds pretty cool. Yeah, you're still getting quite a bit of bass in there because obviously I've taken all the processing off, so there's no high and low pass filter. So there's the 3 bass ones, and we'll move on to guitars. Right. So this is the guitars one. amps I'm using the TSE X50 because the track that I'm using this on is the revisited track I did for the TSE X50. Depending when you're watching this video, a couple or three videos back, last week. Just in front of that, I have got the demolition drive from Presonus. So I'm using the exact same settings at the moment, but I may change them about when I come to mix this up. So in the guitar section, you've got 1000 Lake Sky, Common Thrash, Drop Chug, Mun Shred, and Wild Child. So we'll just do the full reset. So you've got all the microphones to choose from there. Same again, all the processes taken off. So you might get a bit of the woofiness from the guitars from the low end, but yeah, let's have a listen to see what all these sound like in their raw form. So that's 1000 Lake, and this one is a Common Thrash. Yeah, quite liking that one. It's actually, to me, it's got a bit of old school overkill sound to it. But that's just me. I'm probably totally wrong on that one. And this next one is Drop Chug. So I'm presuming this is more for the drop tuning, sort of either if you're in standard sort of drop D or drop C, or even your 7 and 9 strings. Yeah, as you can hear, that's not got as much bass to it. So yeah, it's definitely for those low tuners, you sort of drop Cs, B standards, V7 strings, etc., etc. And this next one is the Modern Shred. Yeah, I'm liking that one. It's got a nice full sound to it. And this last one is the Wild Child. So yeah, there you've heard all the presets in their raw form. What I'll do now is I'll do quick mixes of each preset, and so you can see what it sounds like in a mix. You'll see it in a second or two. Not sure how long it'll take me to do that, but not very long. And I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Right, so there you go. You've heard all the presets in a mix. Like I say, I'll do separate videos for each pack because the guys at Ugritone have told me that, yeah, it is going to be released. You can get all these in one big pack, or you can purchase each pack individually if you wish. So if you just prefer the drums, or you just want the drums, or you just want the bass IRs, or you just want the guitar IRs, or you want all three, you can buy them all in one pack. So like I say, this was just quickish overview. Depends how long. I'm not sure how long this is taken, and it's by the time I've edited it down. But yeah, you've heard them all in the mix there, and in their raw forms. Yeah, I'm quite digging these. I think the sort of the hunkiness of the bass IRs complement, if you will. I don't want to say. I don't know if you will, the boxiness of the more lower end of the guitar IRs. They sort of they do sort of complement each other. Yeah, and I'm quite digging those kits as well in Cult drums. Altogether, you've got that more sort of more modern sound this time around. That's what the guys at Ugritone were aiming for. But yeah, I don't think there's really any criticisms apart from loading time. Yeah, compared to some other bigger name companies, but yeah, they've been going a lot longer, and they've got more time and more guys to beautiful to develop those programs and to get them up to speed. But yeah, overall I'm quite digging these, and yeah, they're definitely going to be used in certain productions here and there. Like I say, I'm going to do more in-depth videos on each one, expand on them a little bit further. But a big thanks to the guys at Ugritone for sending these out for review. Let me know what you guys think down in those comments down there. I don't know if you see, we've now got some merch as well. There is a link to the merch store down in the description. If you like what I'm doing, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button or thumbs down button if you didn't like this video. Subscribe if you like what I'm doing as well. Share this video out with your friends, and that's all for this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Right folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. You can follow me on social media, and you can get my music online, and if you want to support the channel, there's Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links. They're all down in the description. Click up here to subscribe and click the link down there for videos that you may not have seen. Keep it loud and keep it heavy.